Overpowered and insanely strong is great. We love it. An MC rolls up and just starts destroying everything in sight. But the thing about the most brilliant overpowered animes is the journey from nothing to unstoppable. Great to see you at Animeology as we cover our favourite animes with an MC starting weak but getting unbelievably overpowered. We know you've seen the classics, so we're bringing you some anime recommendations you probably haven't seen but definitely need to check out. Number 10. My Bride is a Mermaid. Anime doesn't always have to be heavy and dark. Sometimes a brilliant romantic comedy with some fun action is exactly what we're looking for. My Bride is a Mermaid sets out and delivers exactly that in one of the most enjoyable series we've seen in a while. Following a young teen by the name of Nasagumi on his summer vacation. Almost drowning, our young hero is saved by a beautiful mermaid by the name of Sunsetto. By mermaid law, any human that has seen a mermaid is destined for execution. In an effort to save the two, the mermaid's family agrees to get the two of them married. An interesting and brilliant series, we follow the adventures of Nasagumi as his life gets turned upside down, not only forced into a marriage, but also learning of a new and strange underwater world and an extended family that really doesn't like him. Number 9. The Money of Soul and Possibility Control. Yes, that title is quite a bit of a mouthful, but most fans just call it C. A great series that is truly unique and captivating, and grim action mystery series set against a high-concept world that is heavily steeped in metaphor and a brilliant commentary on our current financial systems. C is an anime series that works well on so many levels. It's extremely ambitious as it tells the story of Kinimaru, an economics student that finds himself in a strange financially themed alternative reality. A world in which people bet on their own futures in battle. Definitely a high-concept series that was inspired by the actual economic crisis of 2008. C lends itself to a naturally grim, darker and slightly more mature world. But it's so incredibly rare to come across an anime universe that is so beautifully thought out and well realised. We guarantee that you've never seen an anime quite like this, and it will be a long time until you ever see something similar. Check out C, you will not regret it. Number 8. Ixion Saga Dimension Transfer. Based on the reasonably successful Ixion Saga game, Dimension Transfer takes brilliant world building and lore, fleshing itself out into its very own brilliant manga and anime series that you really need to check out. Some truly inspirational scenes and some of the most appealing characters we've seen in the genre. Ixion Saga DT really is one of the best in class, telling us the story of Konho Kei's playing an MMORPG until a strange female online sends him a friend request. Excited that he may have finally found a girlfriend, he accepts, but things take a strange turn. Catapulted into a magical world of Mira, our young hero immediately saves a young and beautiful princess. Stuck in this foreign world, our hero has no idea how he got here and how to escape. Choosing to help the princess as a member of her royal guard whilst this magical realm begins to crumble. A juggling act of emotions between militant groups, a political uprising, and even an arranged marriage. A real balancing act that is well written and highly engaging. It's no surprise that Ixion Saga is one of the long-running franchises across the genre. Number 7. Taboo Taboo. A bit more of a mature watch, Taboo Taboo has firm roots in action dark fantasy genres. With extreme heavy themes, this brilliant series really takes us headfirst into a captivating story against the backdrop of a very complex and interesting political landscape. Following Sergei after saving a homeless man from a brutal gang of thugs, our hero receives a strange tattoo as a gift, slowly dragging Sergei into this mysterious world and throwing our hero into the middle of an insane conflict between the US Army and a mysterious fantasy kingdom of Senilistan. We start to learn of ancient artifacts and beings of great power that can truly shift the balance of control in the world. Taboo is a slow burn as Sergei starts to learn more and more about this interesting world and unravel the truth behind it. Number 6. Ultimate Muscle. Starting off as a joke that made fun of the classic Ultraman series, Ultimate Muscle is a spin-off from the classic Muscle Man franchise that has grown and is now able to stand on its own 2 feet. These series have been around since the 70s, extending from manga to anime to film. It's so rare to come across such a light-hearted and fun blend of action, comedy and sports. Ultimate Muscle follows Kid Muscle, a spoiled son of the wrestler King Muscle. After a long period of absence, Ultimate Muscle picks up with the resurgence of old enemies and new ones, with a new age dawning on the outdated league of the original characters. Ultimate Muscle brings the franchise into the modern age brilliantly, following the introduction of new members into the gym alongside the return of some favourites. Starting off light-hearted and humorous with heavy levels of violence, we later start to see story arcs with a darker tone that deals with more serious issues such as psychological trauma. Number 5. Hito Gentoo no Grimmar. Dark fantasy and isekai. What's not to love? This is a pretty heavy series that is not afraid to take us to some really serious scenarios, but that is what makes this one of the more quality animes out there. We learn of these new adventures that originated from our Earth and forced into this fantasy world with all sorts of strange and mythical beasts. With no memory of how they arrived and what exactly has happened, it's really refreshing to check out an isekai with a blend of different characters reacting differently. The world slowly starts to unravel as these adventurers start specializing, hunting more and more monsters, getting stronger and stronger, trying their best to survive. A really fantastic journey that is carried through a diverse and interesting group of adventurers, but just don't get too attached to any of them. Number 4. Gungrave. Based on a personal favourite game of mine, Gungrave really brings the awesome world of the video game to life as we follow some of the most iconic characters from the universe in a fresh and exciting new adventure. An awesome crime-ridden world with some exceptional supernatural thriller elements, it's hard not to fall in love with Gungrave. A story of deceit and betrayal, the story picks off with the rebirth of Brandon Heat, 13 years after he was betrayed and killed by his best friend. Reborn again, he sets off on a quest for revenge against the crime syndicate that ordered his death. The show jumps through time and builds a beautiful portrait of Brandon Heat as a young man and his brutal rise through the criminal underworld, telling the story of an interesting friendship that ultimately led to chaos and the death of our MC. It's not easy to find an anime series that tells such an interesting and gritty tale of crime, betrayal, friendship and deceit in such a mature yet exciting way. The emotions do run deep, but Gungrave is renowned for its excellent action. This is a series you do not want to miss out on. Number 3. Bento. Bento is an interesting setting for one of the funniest series we've seen in a while. Truly strange and so unbelievably unique, Bento starts to add some elements of a harem to complement its fantastic blend of action and comedy. The story kicks off with young Yosato trying to buy some half-price bento and getting beaten up right there on the floor of the supermarket. Yo gets dragged into a world of half-price food lovers and learns of the battles these vicious fighters take part in. Just the concept alone of bento is brilliant, so inherently funny and great to follow along. The series has a sports anime feel to it but doesn't get too technical. Huge, free-for-all battles in the middle of a supermarket, intricate and unspoken rules that all the brawlers follow. Honestly, I'm making myself laugh just thinking about it. Honestly. Do yourself a favour and check out Bento. It's hard not to love. Number 2. Strike the Blood. One of the slickest and most stylish action anime series you'll see, Strike the Blood hits you hard and fast with the action and does not let up till the very end. Bringing with it an exceptionally interesting and well-planned world, there are few complaints with this phenomenal series. Set on a strange man-made island slightly south of Japan, left to its own devices, this island has become a monster and demon sanctuary. An ordinary high school student, Kojo, is rumoured to be a powerful vampire with unbelievable powers within himself. Soon, everyone starts to fear the real threat that Kojo may become, potentially as one of the most powerful beings on the entire planet. Although the series is pretty heavy on the well-done action, there exists some of the most beautiful introspective inner monologues in anime. Kojo is a brilliant MC, Strike the Blood is a fantastic watch. Don't think twice, get this on your list. And number 1, Enright. One of the most brilliant and heartfelt adventure isekais out there. The greatest issue we have with Enright is there isn't more of it. However, the anime rumour mill has us believing that we will be getting more seasons soon. In the meantime, we recommend you check out Enright. Enright pivots on the strong and well-done relationship between its two leading characters, Shun and Imoro. Shun is a normal middle schooler that discovers a mysterious crystal and gets transported to the magical world of Endra, as opposed to Prince Imoro, who strongly hates the current king. He finally became of age and raised a blade to the king in an effort to get control of the throne, but was seriously lacking in power. After an attempt on the king, Prince Imoro is captured and sent to prison, forced to stay there for eternity, until a portal appears and Shun arrives from the other world. A fantastic opportunity to bring two vastly different characters with very clear-cut motives together. One is looking to get back home, the other seeking revenge. A fantastic series that had us interested from the very first episode.
Perfect.